obviously pop in at any point if you have some things to like add on. But I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about travel etiquette because we do travel a lot as a company. And I think a lot of you, like on your first trips, you're like, oh my God, what do I pack? Oh my God, what do I do? Oh, what do I do? And I was like, we should do a little quick trainings on the how to pack, how to act, and what to expect. Like, because reality is when we have these retreats and we have these get-togethers, it's a lot of energies in the same like space, right? And those of us who are energy driven, which is a lot of us, I've attracted a lot of you, so I know that you are. I feel like it can be overwhelming, and it can be, right? So, I've learned to protect my energy, but that has taken me quite a few trips. That was a real practiced thing, okay? And you'll all learn on your own as well. But I figured I would give you just a little, these are kind of some of the things that I do. So first of all, what to pack. These events are always like, you want to have 37 different outfits, but that's not realistic, especially if you're flying and you have like a 40-pound weight limit or you're trying to do like a carry-on. None of that's real life then for you, right? So first and foremost, black leggings. Black leggings for sure, because you can wear them nice. You can throw on a pair of heels with a pair of black leggings. You can throw on sneakers with black leggings. You can put on sandals with black leggings, right? You can always roll black leggings up to make them kind of like shorter if need be, if it was hot out or something like that too. So having a good pair of black leggings for these trips, I always recommend. You can also wear that same pair of black leggings over and over again with different tops, right? You can dress it up, you can dress it down. Same thing with a pair of jeans. I know this sounds like so silly, but people get so like worked up of what to pack. I always tell you to bring a hoodie because Florida's crazy, especially if you're coming in like January. It could be like 30 degrees at night in Florida in January, and then it could be like 85 during the day, and we're all in bathing suits by the pool. It happened at convention the first year. It was really messed up. The first day we were there by the pool, it was 92 degrees, and then that night it rained like crazy, and the next morning we woke up and I think it was like 40 degrees outside, and none of us were prepared for it. We were freezing. I was freezing. My prom dress was very little and like had all these cutouts, and I was freezing. I remember Amanda and I were absolutely like, like freezing cold. So always bring a hoodie, a jacket of some sort as well. Bathing suits. If we're doing a trip in Florida, you're obviously going to need a bathing suit. Even if it's in the middle of the winter, they'll find a hot tub. Aerial people love their hot tubs. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of memories that go down in late night hot tub talks. And I think that anyone that's been on a trip with us, been to convention, we all have had hot tub time. So you always want to have a bathing suit. I also recommend getting one of those like microfiber like beach towels, one of those really thin ones that you can travel with, because a lot of times hotels have towels, but like sometimes we're at Airbnbs and they don't have enough towels sometimes. So I always kind of like to bring my own pool towel with me, and those microfiber ones, you can like hang them up and they dry so easily. They're not like thick towels, they don't take up a lot of space. So I always bring one of those. I always bring like a little, like a small purse, like a little clutch, like a wristlet of some sort, right? Because I feel like when I travel, I have a backpack and I will like forget to bring something other than just the backpack. So I always like try to throw a wristlet into my backpack just to be on the safe side. I also bought like a little clear travel case bag, and I filled it with all travel size like stuff. So every time like I'm ready to travel, I just grab that little like clear thing and my shampoo, my face wash. I have like a face scrubby thing. All of it is set up, ready to go. Like I don't have to pack any of that anymore because I've done this so many times that I'm like, why do I keep unpacking this stuff? I like literally, I'm going on vacation every like 3 months with Ariel. Why am I unpacking this stuff? This is crazy. So I stopped. I just actually started restocking it and like being smart about it. And then I was gonna say another thing, obviously, like you can't ever go wrong with just having like a nice like black, not even like a nice black dress, just like a black dress, like even like a maxi dress, just like some sort of a black dress, because you could throw on like a blazer with it. Again, bring an Ariel shirt. You could throw that on over a maxi dress and tie it up. It's a really cute, like different outfit, right? So I always just kind of recommend some like staple pieces and then like pieces that you can mix and match so you don't have to bring the world. Like, because Amanda and I think that we have to bring the world because we live in Florida. So we're like, oh, I'm going to pack one suitcase of just tutus. And that's not a lie. Amanda will tell you she doesn't. It's the truth. There's a whole closet at convention that is busting out with tutus. It's kind of my favorite part about convention. It's kind of like, yeah, I honestly kind of look forward to it at this point, is like all the colors just popping out of Amanda's closet. Like it's pretty awesome, you guys. So those are some things to pack that I always recommend. Obviously, it's Florida too. If you come here a lot, get a little travel umbrella that you can keep in your backpack. You never know when it's going to be raining in this bitch. It rains all the time and for no reason. Okay, how to act. So let's talk a little bit about how to act. I am somebody that observes a lot. I kind of watch how people behave. People watch a lot, but not everybody is like that, right? And like I said, I learned to protect my energy. So I like to people watch a little bit and just kind of meet people where they're at. I know that seems like a weird thing to say, but if somebody's giving you like a low frequency, like energy, and somebody's like, oh, hey, they're going to get, oh, hey, from me too. I'm not going to give them a, hey, how are you? Oh my God. I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to be like, oh, hey, and I'm just going to keep walking. Because they don't deserve that extra energy. I could give that extra energy to somebody who gave me that extra energy, right? Because like convention and these like big events, there's so many people, like I said, and you want to be able to talk to everybody and you want to be able to engage with everybody. And it's really, really hard to do that if you're faking it with people that aren't giving you the same thing. Okay, so like just meet people where they're at. I think that's like the best way to describe it. And you can kind of feel like when somebody's got a shitty attitude, you're like, nah, I'm just gonna bounce. I'm gonna move my seat over to the other side. That's okay. Nobody will know, right? Like nobody will know. The other thing about convention is, and these big events is don't get your feelings hurt easily because there's a lot of people and there's a lot of people to keep track of. I feel like a couple of my girls last year like got their feelings hurt because they're like, you didn't tell us you were leaving your room to go to lunch. And I'm like, but I told you we were leaving at 12:30 to go to lunch. Why did I have to tell you that I was leaving my room too? And to be honest, should I have? Maybe, yes. But in the same sense, it's kind of, I had so many people there that it's hard to manage everybody. And it's also like, y'all, this is the schedule. This is what time, and just be there, right? So it's okay. Don't ever feel like, I don't ever want anyone to feel like they're being left behind intentionally or something like that. No, it's just more like, it's a lot of people. I do my best. Amanda does her best. I also smoke a lot and I forget things.
I was going to also add in and say, don't be afraid to just go up to another group. This is a very different group of people than any other organization that you will ever be a part of. It is the most accepting, welcoming group. And that is one thing, is you don't have to stay in your bubble. Like if you go out, you see a group sitting, go sit with them. There's not a, you can't sit with us here. Like that's not a thing.
You're totally right about that. Yeah, I love that. I'm so happy you pointed that out because you are right. And that's the whole thing. Like when you're going to see Daryl Lynn, you're going to see the Kaylas, you're going to see all of them and you should go and talk to them. They're normal people. They're normal people. Y'all, Kayla farts on everybody, okay? She's like a totally gross, like human being. She tells you that she does it all like too. That's the best part about her. But she's like a totally normal person, I think that sometimes, you guys, we see all these people in like trainings and you get a little starstruck and you almost like are afraid to go and talk to them. But the reality is we want you to come and talk to us. We want to know that we've impacted your life in some way, shape, or form. And that's how you grow and that's how you meet. And that's just how you grow as a leader, is by introducing yourself to other people and growing there as well, right? I think it's super important. I think it's super important to make other friends and see what other teams are doing too. Not to like copy anybody or anything like that. But the reality is like, we are Gummy Gang, and Gummy Gang does things like one way, but there's a whole nother side of this company that does things like a totally different way than Gummy Gang does. You know, Jordan Butler runs an entire team. They have a very large team. You know, there's Megan's team is pretty big too. Like they've got a whole lot of other people doing things a different way. So I always encourage you to talk to anyone in this company at these events because you just never know what you're going to learn. And at the end of the day, as long as we're learning, you know, you're growing. If you ain't learning, then what's the point, right? The other thing I was going to say is that if you feel like there's somebody that you just don't vibe with, that is totally okay. You don't have to vibe with everybody either, right? Like some people don't like me, and that's okay. I'm not for everybody. That's fine. I'm all right with that. And it's okay to know and be like, I kind of didn't really like her so much. I'm just gonna walk away from that one. You just have to know you, right? You just have to know like where you're at. You have to know your energies, and you have to go into these events really just there to focus on like the big thing, the learning. Travis and Kristen, like what you're getting from this event, like things like that, right? And I think those are like some of my biggest things about traveling in this company is just, and I will say this, every time I come home from a trip, somebody leaves my team. And I don't think it's because they don't, it's not a me thing. It's not a me thing. They realized that we were too much for them, right? It's a them thing. They didn't want to be here. I ain't going anywhere. You don't like how we roll? That's cool. That's cool. We ain't for everybody, right? But the way I see it is every time I go on a trip, I come back, somebody else leaves, and I'm like, oh, well, it's one less person I gotta fucking worry about. Okay. And it's moving, it's clearing a seat for somebody that does want to be here and that does want to learn, right? So if that happens to you as a leader when we like get home from some of these trips, don't be upset about it because I feel like those things happen for the greater good of the entire company. Amanda and I went on this retreat together. I was in the company like 2 months. It was amazing. We had this, it was like 25 people in the house, kind of like the same thing that we're about to go do with the butlers. And it was just, we had a great like 3 days together. And then we got home and the girl who threw the retreat left the company. And we were like, wait, wait, what? Like, you just spent all this money on a house and now you're not here anymore? Like, I don't even understand. And then she like company hopped and it was crazy. And I just remember thinking to myself, like, I'm never going to be the leader that does that. Like, I'm never going to be the leader that throws a retreat and then leaves the next week. I'm never going to do that. And I thought to myself, I'd rather it be the other way around. And I think that maybe it's just the truth. Like somebody realizes that they're not cut out for this. Somebody realizes that their culture isn't for them. Somebody realizes that I'm not their cup of tea or Amanda's not their cup of tea or, you know, Christy's not their cup of tea. Okay, cool. I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm here. If you want to come back, I'll be here waiting. And I won't get my feelings hurt either. If you want to come back, I'll be like, oh, hey, I've been waiting for you to come back. That's it. Right. Like, but I feel like after every trip, somebody leaves, whether it's always been meant to happen. So don't get upset about that if that happens to you as a leader as well, because when one person leaves, that door opens and I swear 3 or 4 more flow in. I really, really do. And 3 or 4 more blessings come in. For every one thing that goes out, you make room for like 3 more blessings, I swear. So we don't really have a whole lot more. Amanda, do you have anything else? I'm sure you've got some good tips. We've traveled a lot together at this point.
I know. I was going to just add into that people leaving, because I know we've had people leave and a lot of people leaving recently. This isn't really related, but don't worry about people who leave. Because if you focus on that, then literally that's all where your mind's going to be is why did they leave? Why did they leave? We just need to focus on where we're at and where we're going. And we know where we're going and it's up. Like it's up. I only see this company going up. We can tell you, Darnell and I have been part of, I'm sure a lot of us here have been part of other MLMs. We have been on other retreats. We have done these things. And when we say that the culture here is unlike anywhere else, it truly is. And that's why no matter what, even if it's you only get to convention, you have got to get to an Ariel event because it will change the way you view this company because you're going to see exactly what we're talking about. When we say neither of us are going anywhere, neither of us are going anywhere. I will say, yes, I've been a little bit more quiet. I've been going through a lot of shit in my life right now. Like I've been dealing with in the trenches here, but neither of us are going anywhere. This is our home and we are so different. Like if you look at the two of us, we are like so different. And that's what Ariel's all about. Not looking at the differences, but looking at the similarities and how similar we really actually are. And it's because we all are. It's a vibe. And there is nothing like it. It is accepting, it is loving, it is not one for themselves, but everyone for each other. And you're not going to find that anywhere else. You really aren't. And that is really what has kept me at this company, even through ups and downs of different things, is because of that. I could literally pick up the phone and call anybody in this company, even if I've never talked to them before, and they would have spent an hour talking to me, because that's just how the people are here. No, everyone is just, I can't even explain. I mean, Darnell, you see her shaking her head. Those of you who've been to an Ariel retreat or an Ariel event, you know what I'm talking about. There's no person who's like, oh, I'm Black Diamond, I'm better than you, I'm going to sit up here in the front and I'm not going to take a picture with you, I'm not going to talk to anybody. No, it is not like that at all. It's come sit with me. Like, I don't want to be up here in the front. They're making me be up here in the front. Like, it's literally like everybody just be together. And I love that. And that is my favorite part. It is a family, and it's just everyone always being there. One thing I want to add about travel, by the way, you need one of these.
What is that?
Because we are in the process. This is a power bank. You never go to an Ariel event without a power bank, because your phone's going to die. Because you're going to take so many pictures. You're going to be making so many TikToks. You're going to be doing so many things. You need a good power bank. Okay. Make sure you have one. I personally love this one because this plugs like right into the wall, and it's got all my cords right here attached to it, which is really, really nice. But I actually have two of them because I lose them. I don't know how, because this is huge. I don't know how I lose it, but they disappear.
Hey,
so,
bring that second one for me this weekend, because I don't have one. See, power bank. I gotta write that shit down. I've been on all these trips, have no fucking power bank. I'm the girl who's like, does anyone have a plug? Can I spare a like plug? And I'm like sitting by the wall like an idiot in my dress on the floor. That's me.
Well, now we know what'll be in our bags at convention. So just so everyone knows, when we prep all of your little goodie bags, because y'all know that Darnell and I make really good goodie bags for convention. So if you don't come for any other reason, you should come for one of our goodie bags. Okay. It'll have power banks in it.
Very true. There's like, I have like I have 3 gift bags on the dresser. My husband goes, only 3 this time, huh? And I was like, there's a 4th. Don't worry. This one's for Kristen. And he was like, Jesus, Darnell. And I was just like, I love them. I like making these bags. It's fun. Like, give me a break. So, I mean, look, and that's the other thing. You don't ever have to feel like you have to do gifts, like things like that. That's not what it's about. Amanda and I just like to give you guys little gifts, like a notebook, shit to write with. Like half the time I pack my bag and I don't bring a notebook, and I'm like, shit, I want to take all these notes. So we make sure that we give you things like this, notebooks. We give you some pens. We give you some funky glasses so we can all take some fun pictures together. You know, we give you some basic stuff. Like if you're on my team, I usually give you a couple pre-rolls, you know, things like that. It just like depends on who you are. Like, I mean, it's just, we just want you to know that we appreciate you taking the time, being away from your families, being away from your kids, and putting the effort into you and your business. And like, I think that like, if you can't get to convention, you gotta, if you're saying you can't right now, you have so much time to say you can and figure out how you can, because I'm telling you that weekend's going to change your life. It changes mine every fucking time. The first year I went, it was a great weekend, and Amanda and I both got to be in the fashion show, and it was really cool. And then last year, we both got to be on stage and be speakers. Amanda got to be in a panel. She was on stage for like a half hour. I got to go up there and like do a story of hope. And I did like affirmations with like everybody. It was really, really cool. I never thought in a million years that I was going to be on stage speaking, but there I was. Okay. And the reality is there was platinum rock stars up there speaking. Like, they will ask you to speak. It doesn't matter your rank. It matters how much you're trying. It matters how much, you know, they're seeing you, that they're seeing that you're trying, that that they see that you have a story and that you've been willing to share your story, things like that. They're going to want to start seeing that stuff. And I know for a fact that they're going to ask Amanda and I who we think should, like, they ask for nominations. They ask who we think should speak. So, you know, I'm just saying, of course, I'm going to tell her, I'm going to be like, oh, here's my list and it's 17 people long. And she's going to be like, yeah, I'm going to need you to cut this down to like 2. Probably. So, but like, if you don't get to convention, you'll never know. Because if you don't buy the ticket, they won't ask you. That's
And it's just what Darnell just said. Don't look at this as, well, I don't have a rank. I don't have this. I'm a no. Why do I need to? You need to go. It's what she just said. This company's so much more than ranks. It's stories of hope. It's stories of healing. That's what it's about. And that's what they care about more. And what anybody here really cares about more is the healing and the hope that this brings. So don't look at the rank here. Don't look at the rank here. It's just a name. It's just a title. It means nothing. What means most is the healing and the impact that you're having.
I agree. I agree. So I'm hoping that we will see you all at convention. I'm super excited about retreat this weekend. I can't wait to get back and tell you guys all about it. I'm super stoked. I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. This is the first time in a long time that I've been like on a Butler's like small retreat like this. The last time
I can't believe I'm going to be drinking around the world in Epcot.
I know.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, I can't even. I'm nervous for you. So I'm super, super excited though. And I know in my heart that on this next Ariel trip, when there's points again, I just know that we're going to dominate. I know it. Yeah. I can feel it. Like, y'all didn't come to play. And I know that you you're not going to want to miss out on another one of these trips.
Yeah.
You guys know what we do here. We make you guys jealous. And like, that's what we end up doing. Honestly, because you're like, oh, damn, I got to be. And it's not a jealous thing. It's more like, I got to be on the next one. I'm not going to not be on the next one. You want to sign that NDA that they made us sign. I don't know what I'm going to find out, but I'm not going to be able to tell you because I fucking signed something. So, but I'm super excited and you want to be a part of that. I have FOMO if I'm not a part of those things. Like I really, really do. These trips, I'm telling you guys, I don't work the whole year. I work when trips are on the board. Honestly, that's literally when I start working. I'm like, oh shit, there's a trip on the board. I'm running. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about trips that I'm like, that they motivate me in some kind of way. Yeah. I can go on any kind of trip that I want to. If I could pay for a trip and go on it, but there is something about earning those free trips, like that means so much more. And I don't know what it is. So I'm hoping that this motivates you to get on this next trip. If you're not on this one, get on that next one. Anybody can do it. And the way that you all are growing and the way that you all are exploding and the way that you all are sharing, I don't see why you won't be on the next one. So I'm sure they'll announce it. I'm sure they'll announce it after this. There's always a trip we're running for. There's always something. So I don't know. Anything else, Amanda?
I was just going to leave it with, and when you do go on a trip, just be yourself. Don't try to fit in. If you're not a smoker, don't smoke. If you're not a drinker, don't drink. Just be you. Don't feel like you have to be forced to fit in any way. Just come as you are.
Right. 100%. That's all we want is you to be real and authentic and your truest self and to be comfortable being that person. Yeah. That's all this is about. So we love you all and I will check in with you all. I'm sure, I'm not leaving until Thursday, so I'll be around tomorrow. Jenny's leaving tomorrow, but I'm not leaving until Thursday, so I'll be around tomorrow and we got the call tomorrow night as well instead of Thursday. So yay. All right, you guys, I will talk to you later. Have a great night. Love you all.
Bye.